My brother, M32, slept with my wife, F28, I feel so betrayed. Me, M32, and my brother, M32, are identical twins. I know this story sounds like some made-up fantasy, but it's really my life and I really am lost and don't know what the hell to do. My brother and I grew to very close, but there has always been a slight competition between us. Whether that be grades in school, sports, our father signed us up for hockey at a young age, or even seeing who could get the prettier girlfriend. Anyways, I started to date my now wife, F28, in the middle of university. I was introduced to her by my brother at a frat party and we immediately hit it off. Her and him were best friends at the time and I never really thought anything of it. But I guess Harry met Sally was right and that men and women can't be friends without sex getting in the way. After university we moved in together and lived together for 5-ish years. We come from a religious family, so having kids without being married is a big no-no. We found out around this time she was pregnant and we quickly got married. It was a small ceremony but very peaceful. I thought she was the love of my life. The issue arises a few nights ago. We were drinking and got into a massive fight and some words were exchanged I'm not proud of, and she told me she slept with my brother and my son might not even be mine. I'm lost right now. I've been staying at a friend's place the last few days but I really don't know what to do. If I do a DNA test, will it even show if he's mine? My brother and wife have been calling me constantly but I haven't picked up. My mom has as well and is asking me to talk to them but I just can't work up the courage to. I feel worthless and lost. What did I do wrong to deserve this? How do I even manage now? Any advice would be greatly appreciated. I'm so lost. First thing you need to do is see a lawyer to understand your rights and options in case the child is not yours, then see a DR or geneticist to see if there is a way to make a solid determination on the parentage of the child. Talk to them to hear what they say, then you will know the story they are telling everyone else. But don't take just their word for anything. Story 2. It's over. It's funny how quick things can change. Day was October 21st, 2023. I found out my wife was having an affair for 6 months. At the time I wasn't sure what to do, but having 2 young kids I decided to just keep trying and make it work for them. Since then I started counseling and it helped me a lot. I thought we were on the right path. Then last night happened. I was actually going to make a post yesterday morning on here about it's not doom and gloom and things can get better. Then last night I found out she's been having contact with him again. I confronted her calmly. She admitted to talking again but nothing happened. I just left the house. I decided I was done. For me to try to stick around after what she's done to just be slapped in the face. I told her this morning we needed to talk tonight. She kept insisting on just texting. I felt like she knew what was coming. So I just laid it out. And as of this afternoon I am no longer in pain. The weight has been lifted. I'm calm, I don't have to worry if she will cheat again or talk to him. I'm at peace. It's strange. I don't want to discourage others. If you guys can make it work, please do. But I cannot exaggerate how calm I am. What I find ironic is she told me she can't stop crying and I don't feel bad. Edit, because of the comments. Because of a lot of comments saying stop talking to her, kick her out, make her pay and such. She's still the mother of my kids. For the time being we are both living at home. For the time being, because of a lot of other stuff happening in our lives, I'm not moving out yet. I will, but because of the kids and our extended family the divorce won't be happening in the very near future. While yes, it was horrible what she did, she's still a great mom. And the little talking we did yesterday, we are both 100% focused on just giving the best lives possible for our kids. Because she's the breadwinner, I will be the one moving out when that time comes. I will not be asking for anything, money, house, or stuff that usually drags divorces to pad the lawyer's pockets. This is my decision, just to make it as quick as it can be. Tell her the truth, you cannot believe anything she says after 6 months of betrayal. Gray rock or 180, your choice, but remember you will still need to co-parent. Story 3. I feel so humiliated by my wife's sexual affair with a very fit man. 43 M&F, with 17-year-old daughter and junior here in high school. She and I have been together 22 years, married 19. She told me the whole story, she's shown me the chats, I've seen the videos they made. Her and I are both bigger people, me being 5 feet 8 inches 180 pounds, her being 5 feet 4 inches and 190 pounds. She's curvy, so she gets a fair bit attention from certain niches, I've never been blind to that. She apparently saw a comment of the guy's on some post on IG which was disagreeing with the context of the post. My wife agreed with him and DM'd the guy saying it was great to see an opinion in the other direction. Then, she tells the guy that she'd never imagine a guy who looked like him to be so astute regarding matters. They talked back and forth for a bit. She said that he'd never look at a woman like her, curvy. He replied saying that he adored bigger women. About 2 days later, she messaged him again saying some shit. They talked for a bit, then she, jokingly, I presume, says that no way a guy would put in so much effort into their body if they didn't have small dick energy. They talked, she asked him to send proof showing otherwise, which he did. She replies with shock praise about how big he is and how she wants to rock climb his abs. Nothing after that for a week. She texts him again after a week, then, they sext. The next evening, she messages him saying that if she can meet in the next few days, the next few days being me flying with my daughter to WV to my parents. She says that the guy basically stayed over at our place and they had sex in our house in bed. After that, the chats are basically a bunch of hookup time deciding. Literally zero conversation, no bonding, nothing. She didn't even bother to develop a proper emotional connection or fall in love before trashing out marriage. I'm just so f***ing pissed. As to how I found out is another story. This guy apparently propositioned a threesome with another really hot guy, literally her words, which she happily took up. After partaking in it 3 times, she finds out the bloody guy is 20 and in college. This brought her to senses because she felt like a pedo when she realized the other guy she was basically as old as our daughter. Main guy is late 20s. Back in 2009, she was caught cheating because she rubbed up this guy from our old apartment complex when drunk, and the kid, who was also 20, told me what she did, which led us to moving to restart the marriage. Well, after being brought to her senses, she comes clean to me and says we should work on our marriage and that we've gone through too much to give up on our silver anniversary. What a bunch of bullshit. Man, I am heartbroken and all, but this also is f***ing humiliating. Seeing through the chats, it's plainly visible that the guy did pretty much no initiation or seduction. It was all my wife trying to get into his pants. That makes me feel like shit because in our relationship, consistency of sex has never been there, albeit, I have had a low libido for the past decade. It's embarrassing as shit to be in 40s and have insecurities. Obviously, the size of his penis makes me feel like shit, but his body and build genuinely breaks me down. Like, I literally cannot look like that. These people have been in the fitness business for years. I saw the sex videos and I cannot move like that in those positions. I have built an outstanding career, I have raised a ridiculously wonderful and super smart young woman, but this alone kind of tears apart anything I have done in my life, even though it makes no sense. I am unable to feel like a man. I'd have hoped that a bigger woman would not be so unhappy with chubby guy, but even she likes these Marvel hero characters. What can we even do to be truly wanted? Like some receptionist at a hotel can do such insane things with and to your wife, and I'm just some guy even though I have basically sold my soul these last 2 decades and more. I'm not divorcing her, now. My daughter only has a little over a year in high school, I want to see her go to college, then, the though of divorce comes. You are going to be miserable, just start the divorce process now. Your WW has obviously no respect for you or your marriage, so why stay and work on it? Plus you will be hard-pressed to ever get those videos out of your head when you look at her.